10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Press Box with your hosts, Scott Fitzgerald and Sean Clemens.
What's up, Fantasy World? Welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Football Press Box. My buddy Scott, my buddy Chris, and my buddy Dan, all four of us here for you guys today. What is up, gentlemen? Scotty boy, how have you been, my friend? We haven't talked in a couple of days. That's rare for me and you.
Yeah, just been busy with life, and I'm doing a lot better than the Arizona Cardinals are this morning.
Yeah, I bet, man. So, Chris, man, how have you been over there, brother? How's the weather?
It's nice. It's a little warm here, but in general, man, I'm like on my summer break finally, and I'm deep diving into a Wire rewatch. So I'm like at the end of season 2, and if you've never seen The Wire, dude, it's top 3 greatest shows of all time.
That's so funny, man. I haven't seen The Wire yet. Every time I hear about The Wire, all I think about is there's a part in a movie that is nobody's gonna probably remember. That's called I think it's something about like Idaho or something. But basically, a bunch of insurance people get together, and like he does a wire to get them out of some trouble. They're in like a gangster move, and he had to do like an Omar from The Wire to get them out of trouble. And he's like the nerdiest guy in the world, and he did a great job. So every time I hear about The Wire, I just picture him doing that. Dano, what's up, man? Now that my rant's over, how are you?
Oh, fantastic. Having a great week. Yeah, doing great, man. How about you? You doing good?
Doing good, man. Now that I can remember the name of that movie, it was called Cedar City. So check it out if you haven't seen it.
That was a good movie.
What was it called?
Yeah.
Wait, Cedar Rapids, you mean?
Cedar Rapids. See, I'm so stupid, man. This is the kind of day I'm having right now.
That shit is fantastic.
Isn't it great, man? It is a funny movie, man. It's so funny I can't remember the name of the damn thing right now. So
yeah, Ed Helms smokes crack in it.
Great.
It's fantastic.
He is in that movie. It's awesome, dude. And isn't that Anne Heche too? That's in that with him, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, R.I.P. But yeah, that was her. Yeah. So, anyways, man, let's talk about today. We're going to talk about some updates on some, fantasy stuff, everything going on in the NFL right now. Had some preseason, had some injuries, unfortunately. We're going to talk about all of that stuff. And then we're also going to talk a little bit about some trades today. We are going to debut a segment we have been talking about for, God, what's it been, like a couple of months now? We've been talking about doing this segment. We just hadn't had the time to really get it put together. Well, today's the day, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the time. We put everything together, and I hope it's going to be just as much fun as Ambiguously Split Duos. I know that's a high bar, but I'm going to set it there because I think it has that potential. Dano, man, are you excited to break some trades down? You and your banana ratings, man, you're going to be a really welcome addition to this.
I have been waiting to tear you motherfuckers up for these trades. That's my one. I'm taking my one early today. I'm going to do it. Get it out of the way. I'm taking the one F-bomb quick, early. Painless. Everyone stick with me now. I cannot wait to tear apart all these trash ass trades that you guys definitely were sending each other. Cannot wait.
Hey, you know what, man? I'm excited too because I do think there are some pretty egregious is the word I think I like to use right now.
Word of the day.
So yeah, man, it's gonna be a kabacle. That's that I can guarantee. It will be a kabacle. So, man, but let's talk a little bit about some updates, man. R.E.M. Schefter of the pod, our Buster Martin right here. Chris, he's taking over that role for us. Chris, man, what's going on out there in the NFL, doggy? What have you heard about lately?
There's some people that are definitely going to be down a little bit. Like, obviously, the Jeremiah Love news is the biggest news around. The Green Bay Packers have been saying that Tucker Kraft is now on a snap count for the whole first half of the season. I had not heard anything about that before this week. Jordan Tyson down 2 months as well. So we are losing some bangers, some guys that get drafted in the first 8-9 rounds, right? Breece Hall has a groin injury. Egbuka still has that toe we talked about last week. Manungai got hurt, but apparently it's real small. Same thing with Saquon. They're not like overly worried about Saquon. But meanwhile, the whole time, ready? Ty Simpson had a great week. Stribling had a great week. Jeremy Bernard looked good. Drew Aller looked good. Like a bunch of rookies have looked great. One more thing to keep an eye on is, I know you're not drafting them early, but Pittsburgh, DK Metcalf and Michael Pittman both have injuries. Pittman's, I believe, is a knee, but Metcalf, they're not even explaining what it is. It's like a mysterious he's not playing. So I don't know what that one is. I know he's not getting drafted early. And then Puka, he'll be back next week. But as Scott said, he's probably going to be dealing with some legal troubles at some point during the season.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Let's start with Jeremiah Love, man. That's a lot to go through. So give us your synopsis on what that's going to mean for the fantasy world, Jeremiah Love situation.
So it's a high ankle sprain, which is terrible. It's something that can linger and linger and linger. It's just like a hamstring, like as far as like depth and length. Is something that can linger through the season. I do think they're going to take their time. They said he's definitely not playing in the preseason. I would not be shocked for him to miss week 1 or week 2.
I mean, high ankle sprains could drag all the way into the second quarter of the season, honestly.
Yes, I agree.
Dano, man, what do you think about that? Does that move Tyler Algier up your board?
No, nothing could make him move up my board other than him getting taller and faster and stronger over the offseason.
What are you talking about? Man had a 1,000-yard rookie season, dude. He just got stuck behind 2 of the most generational.
I said what I said. I'm not taking it back. I said what I said. I don't like Tyler. Tyler doesn't like me. He has cucked so many of my fantasy seasons because he played over Bijan. All right. I don't like him. I don't want him to play football anymore. I'm just going to say it. Coming out now. I don't like Tyler Algier. I don't think he likes me anyways.
Wow, dude. I'm sure he doesn't like you after that. Like, I mean, you just lost a friend right there. If you ever had one, it's now gone. That opportunity is gone. Scotty, brother,
so sad.
Do you agree with Dan that Tyler Algier's value does go up? Because I tend to disagree with Dan. I think Tyler Algier's value goes quite a bit up from this now that this kind of situation is looking the way it is. What do you think, man? I mean, are you at minimum handcuffing him?
Possibly, but my take on this Jeremiah Love thing is, there's good organizations and there's bad organizations, and the good organizations do the right thing. The bad organizations do the bad things. And the Arizona Cardinals, they spent the 3rd overall draft pick to draft a potential superstar, generational talent. They had many more holes to fill, but they decided to spend that pick on a running back. And what do? They trot him out there in a meaningless game that means absolutely nothing, and he goes out there and gets hurt. Now, LaDainian Tomlinson never played a preseason game. Justin Jefferson never played a preseason game. There's no excuse why they should put him out there. You know what he's going to do. You draft him as the number 3 overall because you knew he was a superstar. So why are you putting him out there? So does this, boost up, James Conner or Algier? Yeah, it ticks him up a little bit. But, I mean, he should be ready for week 3. I don't expect him to play week 1 or 2. High ankle sprains are very nasty, and they tend to linger on. So as far as I'm concerned, I probably won't be drafting any more Jeremiah Love, in my opinion, because it knocks him out of the 2nd round for sure. I'd bump him down a couple rounds because it could linger, and I'll give that problem to somebody else.
Get all that Trey Benson you can right now, guys.
Right? I mean, honestly, that's what I'm talking about, though. There's 3 guys to pick from. You got Connor, you got Benson, right? I mean,
I'm
those
not
are
touching
probably
Trey Benson, yeah.
No, I mean, I think Algier is the number 1 guy, honestly. Like, he's the guy that I'm chasing down more than anything else right now if I'm in that boat. And I do think that it's more of, a thing than it is you guys are making it out to be, in all honesty. I think that Tyler Algier has a chance to end up being like a really good play this year if you get him in the late rounds. Because this is lingering, like you talked about. I mean, these high ankle sprains, not only do they linger, but there's a really high chance if he tries to come back sooner than he should of him re-injuring it, and then it lingering again for like almost like it's starting over, like another 4 or 5 weeks at that point. And now you're talking that happening in week 3 or 4. You're looking at a potential like mid-season situation now with him. You're drafting him in the 3rd to 5th round nowadays. Like that's a tough loss right there for your fantasy team.
If it goes that route, it's to a rookie who has not seen NFL speed in the regular season yet either. So you start, if that really happens and he goes to week 6, week 7, it's going to take him time to get up to speed again.
Yeah, I think if that happens, he's done for the year as far as any kind of super valuable asset in your fantasy team is concerned. Not like
what though, that I don't know if it was the first or second carry he took. I mean, when he put his foot in the ground and made that first cut, I mean,
he spin.
Looked good, man.
He did. Good. He did, man. I mean, the kid's got talent. He's got the ability, and he'll be fine long term. I mean, I don't want to downplay like long term value for him or anything. I think the Cardinals would be smart to just wait this out as long as they absolutely have to. Like if it's any kind of, any question at all, just sit him down. Just wait another week. And, you're not in a situation that you're competitive. You're not trying to go for a Super Bowl this year. Just wait it out. Give the man as much time as he needs to be 100% healthy, so you don't risk any kind of re-injury situation. Because that's going to be the worst.
If you guys are running a franchise, are you guys running any of your superstars out there for preseason? Like, why?
Rookies, I have a hard time not running them out.
Yeah, I think it's a rookie thing. Yeah, I think it's a rookie thing. I think you gotta. I want to see what it looks like in almost real game speed. That's what I want to see. So I don't mind it if it's a rookie, and you drafted him at 3, but do you like? I don't necessarily know if they absolutely are certain he's like the next great superstar running back, but they have to run them out there for at least the first season. And if he comes out and he does what we all think he's going to do, then next season he's not even sniffing the field for me in preseason.
Yeah. I mean, you got they had Josh Allen on the field in Buffalo and DJ
Which
Moore.
Is stupid
DJ Moore took a hit. I thought it was dumb too to have Josh out there. Honestly, I didn't think that was necessary. I felt like it was only because they wanted to get some game time reps with DJ and Josh, and they made that known by the way they called the plays. So to me, I felt like that's why they did it. But I really don't think that
Joe Burrow though. Why are you putting Joe Burrow out there? I mean, the guy's been hurt before. There's nobody new around him. No. Why is he playing?
Dude, it's the same thing that we talked about before. Maybe them trying to get some chemistry, but he's known those guys long enough. He don't need to. So it doesn't make any sense for Burrow. I can understand Allen and Moore, but Burrow and Chase and Burrow and Higgins have plenty of time together. They don't need to worry about that.
Was anybody watching the game when this tackle happened?
No, I didn't watch any of those games. Honestly, I had very little time.
It was one of those hip drop tackles, the one that took Mark Andrews out, the one that took Joe Mixon out. It was one of those. Yeah, it was a rough
terrible
one. I almost thought it was worse than it was. High ankle sprain's one thing, but yeah, man, that was oof.
Yeah, rookies got to get reps. That's all how I look at it too. I mean, it's tough, but they have to. You always got to take that risk. It's just there. There's nothing you can do about that. But yeah, you talked about Jordan Tyson too. There's another player, same situation. A couple months out like that. That's unfortunate for a kid like that. I think he even got hurt prior to preseason, right? Wasn't his injury before preseason game?
Collegiately hurt. And like he's been hurt a lot in college. He's a rubber band on the field. Like his body does this weird contortionist stuff, and it's just rough on the ligaments and rough on like your knees. And he's really talented dude, but I don't know how long of a career that guy's gonna have.
They knew coming out of college what the info was on him. He gets injured all the time. He was injured a lot in college. This is everyone that was drafting him high. I'm like, guys, he might not see the field. Like he might not be on the field his rookie season because of how much he gets injured.
Yeah, and like Tom Brady says, like Cyborg's pointing out, Tom Brady said that everybody should be out there in preseason. And, I mean, I don't agree with that statement 100%. I really don't. Like we talked about Allen Burrow.
What's that guy know?
No need for that. Yeah, I mean, right. Yeah, all he knows how to do is shave his head, right? Other than that, we're not really sure when it comes to fantasy what Cyborg brings to the table. I'm just teasing you, Cyborg. We love you. Dude, Dan, are you smoking some ganja in there? Is that's what Steve has to say about you? Steve seems to have it out for you, brother.
Yeah, Steve's being a prick. I don't know what's going on, Steve, but if you want to meet outside after this, I have no problem meeting you. If you want to throw hands,
alias.
Yeah. Why does everybody come after you, Dan? Like, what is Mr.
Bendo? I mean, I'm kind of asking for it. I'm playing the prick role on the show, so it makes sense, honestly. Steve, I think you're a sweetheart of an individual. I think you're a sweetheart. I would love to take you out back and bash your head in whenever you'd like, buddy.
You're gonna say nice sweet nothings to him in his ear while you're pounding it.
I might give him a kiss on the way down and put a pillow right under his head. Come here, baby.
Oh man, that's very Dugon Dan of you.
I'm a sweet man. I don't know why Steve's so angry at me. I don't even know what I did. Steve, talk to me. Let's talk this through.
Hey, is there any other topics we want to make sure we talk about here, guys, that you guys want to go over?
Definitely. Najee Harris to the Giants.
Did that happen officially?
It didn't officially happen yet, but apparently Harbaugh talked about cutting Tyrone Tracy on one play. Based on one play, he was like, he missed that block. We're not going to let him do that. And everyone thinks that he was thinking of cutting Tyrone Tracy. That would be the dumbest move in the world.
Are you talking about the Jackson Dart hit that
yes.
almost like that?
Yep. So he said in an interview, he said in an interview that like that we're not going to let people do that around here or something like that. You can't miss those blocks. So I don't think he's going to cut him. That would be very stupid. A huge move at the beginning of your career in a new city. And then the Tucker Kraft one, that one freaks me out a little too.
Yeah. Let's talk about Tucker Kraft a little bit. What's the specific diagnosis on him?
It's basically that they think he's going to be on a snap count. So for the first half of the season, and they talked that long.
So there was no it was just based on his previous injury. There was no kind of update on his injury, like
nothing was
status,
different.
Nothing.
They just So
I mean, having him on a snap count is a little scary. Scotty, you had him over Harold Fannin and Sam Laporta when we were talking the other day. Does this news change that?
You know how fast that snap count's going to go? When he catches
good
ball for about 45 yards and a touchdown, I think the snap count's going to be over at that point.
All right, so
I put him in the same place you did, man. I think Tucker Kraft's high.
Affect him. So you still have him over Sam Laporta and Harold Fannin, then I'm assuming, based on that comment.
Yeah, I mean, maybe tick him a little bit closer, but I'm still gonna, like I said, the way he's gonna be used in that offense. I mean, is Christian Watson really the number one in that offense? I mean, we don't know who the number one is really. It could be Tucker Kraft. I mean, just like Tyler Warren. I
kind of thought it was Tucker last season.
You know,
it was Tucker last season.
Yeah, Jordan Love loved him. I mean, no point 10, but every look for him, every drop back.
What's the snap count thing for a tight end though? Like, what do you think it like? Half the snaps he's going to see the field. Like, is that
more
what we're
the amount
talking
of
about?
time that they said all the way up till mid-season they were planning on having a snap count.
That is not.
I mean,
but like, who's going to catch the ball? Who are they planning is going to catch the ball in Green Bay?
Everyone's going to be
the
hurt.
wide receivers don't catch the ball.
Christian Watson's going to be hurt.
See, Steve, I'm sure Steve has an opinion on this one for sure. But like,
Steve.
Honestly, I think his snap count might refer more to blocking reps than passing reps.
Why would
I
think
so?
So I could see them like sitting him for more blocking reps and letting somebody else get in there for the blocking reps when they're running the ball. But and then when it's time for putting him out wide and having him run seams and things, that's going to be the normal amount. I mean, that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Maybe 1 or 2 attempts a game, but like, was he going to get targeted on the 1 or 2 attempts anyway? Is it really going to matter when it comes to the targets? I doubt it, because that's what we care about, right? More so than anything is the targets. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. I don't think it affects him too much, but I still, and I never did, have him ahead of Laporta. So I still have him behind Laporta, and I have him ahead of Fannin too, like a slight bit. So you could split those two if you wanted. I'm not going to argue it, but I still think Laporta is ahead of Kraft. I think that's up for sure right now.
Going into drafts, I don't think you can go wrong with those 3. Obviously, injury is a concern for multiple of them, but I think those 3 in general, you're not going to go wrong.
That's the second tier of tight ends that I'm okay. You could put Pitts in there too. I'm okay with Pitts if you put him in that group. But that's that second tier of tight end that I think is good. There's third, I should say, because there's a second tier after the top 2, and then this would be like the third tier. But that's the last tier of like the ones I'm confident in to be my starter for the year. If I don't have anybody from that tier up, then I'm like worried that I'm like having to play a little bit of like, the pickup game throughout the season and figure out who's going to start. And I don't like doing that.
Real quick, because Dobbs left, who are the top 3 wide receivers?
Matthew Golden's the third. So it goes Watson, then Jaden Reed, then Matthew Golden.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think everybody sleeps on Jaden Reed. I actually really like Jaden Reed this season. I think he's going to get quite a bit of targets. And if he stays healthy, I think he could be a steal where he's getting drafted right now.
Did they draft anybody recently? Because I feel like that is
a position.
But you guys are this is a ticking time bomb.
Well,
all 3 of those guys are going to get injured. All 3 of those guys are going to not see the field.
If you can put them all together, they get 1 full season out of all 3 of them. But yeah, I definitely think that there's going to be an injury. At least 1 or 2 of them are going down.
What does this do for Jordan Love stock? Like in your opinion?
It's always been down there. I have him in that lower tier that I'm not happy with as a starter. Like if I need him as a starter, that scares me. But
Jordan Love to me is a better real life quarterback than fantasy quarterback. But when I'm evaluating a quarterback and trying to figure out which receiver he's throwing to, it's the one that he's more comfortable with and he looks for all the time. And it was Tucker Kraft.
It was Tucker Kraft.
Beyond
beyond everyone else, it was Tucker Kraft. And for rightfully so, Tucker's the only one that could run like a pretty crisp route. I don't know if Christian Watson, I'd love to say he'll catch the ball. Will Christian Watson ever not be injured? Like that's all I want to see. Like I think
he's super talented, but he's hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I think the potential for this Pack team is the ceiling's high on this potential. Can the potential stay off the injury report? I don't know if it'll ever happen, man.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that literally could be in the mix for the Super Bowl or in the mix for the first pick.
Exactly.
Like they literally have that like potential one way or the other. They have a very high ceiling and a very low floor.
Terrific defense too. So like if they can get it together on offense, it's going to be a really good team. But you can't have Tucker Kraft on a snap count, boys.
Well,
like,
think about it.
So
let's talk about this for a second. You've got 3 receivers that all have had injury history. Well, 2 have had major injury history. One is like not proven that he's worth his salt yet in the NFL. We'll see how that plays out. Then you have a tight end who's on a pitch count, who's by far your best offensive weapon is your tight end, who you now say is on a pitch count, right? Then you have a running back who would be like considered your second best. Well, I should say by far your best pass catching was what I meant. By that, your running back could be considered your best offensive weapon as well, but he might not play because he might be in jail. We don't know what's happening with him right now.
That's another thing.
So, like, what? I mean, you could literally end up having at some point by the midseason, you could literally have Jordan Love and second stringers on your starting offense. It could happen, and I mean, it's very plausible. It's not like it's so far out of the realm that it can't. It's definitely like, oh yeah, that's just like a crazy scenario, like a crazy debacle of a scenario. No, that's actually a very plausible situation with the team layout that you currently have right now.
And has happened over the last couple of years at times.
It has.
Why are you even why are you even going out there and saying he's not going to be on a pitch count? I mean, you're tipping your hand.
Yeah, why are you saying it?
Negative news.
Now when
I know.
Kraft comes out on the field, oh my God, here he comes. Maybe the ball's going to go to him.
That's all that's going to – exactly. And for you to tip your hand like that in the sea of wide receivers that you have assembled on your team, just like strategy-wise, like what are we doing? Like you can't tell me that, dude. And listen, I think Jordan Love is a good quarterback. I think he has the potential to be a great quarterback at some point in his career, okay? He needs to clean up the interceptions. He needs to make sure he takes care of the ball, obviously. But he needs to throw it down the field a little bit more. And you can't surround the guy with dudes that won't see the field. If you think this is your franchise quarterback, you have to go out and get a dude. Simple as that. You need a dude that's going to play 17 games a season and 1,000 yards. That's what you need.
He definitely went in round 1 that year. Anybody remember what quarterback went in round 2 that year that they could have taken, but they didn't take?
You're talking about from Jordan Love? You're talking about Jordan Love's rookie season?
Yeah, man.
I mean, wasn't that like 9 years ago now?
It was Jalen Hurts, baby. It was Jalen Hurts. Look at that. Imagine Jalen Hurts went to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, that's what that goofy looking O-face was. Oh, okay.
The
now
push in Green Bay would have been absurd.
The big question is Baker. You're taking Baker over him, right? And Superflex every time. Agreed?
Over Jordan Love?
Yes.
I think Baker, Love, they're kind of in that boat right there. They're both right there in that tier just above like the Cam Wards and Bryce Young.
Right after that goes like Tyler Shuck, Kyler.
Yeah, I'd take Jordan Love right over. Jordan Love's over all 3 of those. But I would love to just flop the situations and just put Baker in Green Bay and Jordan Love in Tampa Bay and just see what he could do with like wide receivers that play 17 games a season.
Yeah, I mean, well,
that's what I want.
Talking about Tampa Bay's wide receivers playing 17 games. He's got Godwin and then Luka. Neither of them have played 17 games in a season in the last That's
a really good point. But I want to see him. I want to see him with more skilled wide receivers because I think he has the potential. But you cannot. I repeat, cannot limit your best option receiving and then ask him to throw a ball to guys that don't even like to catch the ball. Everyone in the comments, Jaden Reed this, Jaden Reed that. He can't catch the ball. Like, if I put a ball in your hands, you got to bring it in. Jayden Reed doesn't do that. So why are we saying that he's going to benefit from this? He's not. He can't catch the ball.
I mean, I think Jayden Reed will be just fine. Out of the three of them, I have way more confidence in him than I do the other two. And people are drafting Christian Watson, where I won't take Christian Watson that high because of his injury risk. So I've never got Christian Watson, but I've got a ton of Jayden Reed because he's always in that range where I'm happy to get him. He's right there with the Chris Godwins and stuff, which is the perfect time. I'd take either one of those guys. I've kind of flip-flop back and forth between the two when they're on the board. And that's kind of the range that I have them in, and I think that you're getting both of them at a great price. So if you're on the turn and you snag both those guys at that point, congratulations, because that's really good picks right there.
Steve, name the bet. Double down's down to bet.
It was what we were doing with Chuba and Tony Pollard sometimes too on that turn. If you needed running backs there,
Yeah.
Now that's messy too, man. Spears got a lot of first team reps in the game.
Yeah, but is he gonna stay healthy? Tony gets 1,000 yards. Tony gets 1,000 yards. He spits, gets 1,000 yards. I liked it. That's what he does, man. So. Yeah. You can tell me Tajay's getting all the first team reps. Is Tajay going to play more than 10 games this season?
What were you going to say, Scott?
No. I was going to say that, my whole thing is with the running backs, especially in a committee, is if whoever goes out there in the preseason games, most likely it's not the starter.
Yeah.
Because they're running, because they're willing to let him.
And that's in a committee backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the committee backfield situation, like, it's given us a lot of great content throughout the offseason right now because there's a lot of it going on in the NFL this year. So you don't get one of that. That's why I think the running backs are coming off the board like crazy right now in the drafts. I mean, the closer to the season we get, the more the running backs are coming off the board early. And I mean, I'm talking really early. Like, you're getting into like the 5th, 6th round. That's when you're getting guys like Chuba coming off the board, and that's
Jaylen
to
Warren.
me. I mean, that's insane. Yep. Like, yeah, Jaylen Warren, like guys like that are coming off the board in the 6th round. It's just like, that's just insane to me. So I've been snagging running backs like crazy. I mean, we had the Breece Hall thing. We didn't talk about Breece too much, but Breece had his groin injury, which it was a big scare because it was a non-contact thing. It turned out to be a groin tweak, so hopefully that's not going to be anything major. But that's another guy that you got to watch out for, right? If that happens, I mean, that's why everybody says handcuff, especially in best ball leagues. You got to prepare yourself for these types of injuries because they're going to happen all year long, and there's nothing that we're going to be able to do about it other than just try to be as prepared as we can.
Real quick.
Go ahead, Dan.
Real quick. I want to hear from you three. I feel like Chuba flashed a couple years ago, was very good. Then last year kind of got bounced out for Rico and all that good stuff. Do you think he's going to have a good year this year? Like, what is the ceiling for him this year? Do you think he could be a top 12 back? Like, what do you think is the place for him?
What do you think, Scotty?
I just think that the gap is closing a little bit more on Jonathan Brooks. So I don't think he has the ceiling to get to 12 because of Jonathan Brooks is going to be more involved this year. I love Hubbard.
Who?
Jonathan
Bleeping Brooks.
Yeah, I'll say Dan throws the F-bomb, so I would throw it to him.
Yeah, I can't. I already hit my.
You gotta say bleeping now. You gotta do the bleeping.
That's our Jonathan Bleeping Brooks. Shout out to West Virginia. But yeah, I think the gap's closed a little bit. I love Chuba Hubbard. I mean, I think if Jonathan Brooks isn't there, for sure a top 12 back.
If you've never heard Chuba Hubbard talk, he's apparently amazing in the locker room as well, but he's fun to listen to. Chuba's a really likable guy. I agree with you, dude. I love having Chuba on my team. Dude, I'll bet you, though, by the week before, like actual draft season for redraft, people are going to be taking Jonathan Brooks in like the 6th, 7th round, man. He's going to creep all the way up.
He's already in that 10th round range.
That's what I mean. I think he's just going to keep moving up, man.
I drafted Chuba Hubbard in all the early best balls.
I have a ton of them too.
Every single one of my teams, but now I'm getting a little nervous of taking him a little higher. I think
why though? Just because of
Brooks, because he's been healthy, he's played well in camp, and I just think that it's going to be like one of those ugly 60-40 committees that I'm like not going to really want to be a part of.
Jonathan Bleeping Brooks.
They did kind of flash that they were very okay with Chuba splitting carries with Rico last season. So it's not like they haven't done that before.
True.
My only thing is we talk about injury history, and I mean Jonathan Brooks he's got one. He's got one. So how long is he going to last? Chuba plays, man. Like, yeah, he goes down here and there, but he plays the game. And I think that team is trending a little bit more up. I feel like Chuba's going to be fine. I don't know, depending on the split. I don't think he's below 15.
Chuba reminds me of like a Timu Austin Eckler. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of that guy. He's not quite Austin Eckler, but he's that Timu version right there. I think that's perfect for him. He's got that attitude and he's got that type of drive that just motivates people around him. So I mean, I'm happy to see him do well.
Yeah, it's already there. I mean, Jonathan Brooks in some of these ADP sites, he's already surpassed Chuba on the ADP. So I mean,
really?
If you're going to draft Chuba now,
who's coming, man?
How many games has he played in his career?
Yeah, like none.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. How many games has he played in his career? It's a question. Don't look it up. Everybody, eyes on me.
I'm saying 0. I mean,
okay, zero for Chris.
Yeah, I don't think
Trader.
Jonathan Brooks has not played an NFL snap.
3 games. 3 games.
Were they regular season games?
He has 3. I don't know. He's got 3 games in 2024. Wow, 3 games and 9 carries and 24 yards in those games.
Wow.
Draft him over Chuba all you want. Chuba plays way more than that.
He's got nowhere to go but up.
I had no idea he even ever played.
I don't even remember.
That's not, you know what? That's not the question at all. You guys both know that. Chuba will be fine. He's going to get his carries. Jonathan Brooks won't make the field. He hasn't played.
You got to remember this. Trevor Etienne is right there, though, waiting to take snaps, I'm sure.
I can't wait for him to take.
I don't know that he's ever played an NFL game.
And he won't. He will continue to not play in it. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. So I forgot to say this in the beginning of the show, but please like and subscribe to the channel because our friends over at DGen Fantasy have literally ran away with the competition right now. They are at 800 subs. Congratulations to DGen Fantasy, man. You guys are killing it over there right now. If only your views could get higher like ours are, but that's the thing. Anyway, let's talk about something else right now.
800,000 in the last week, all right? So why don't you take it easy over there, okay?
If anybody's listening and their kid's in high school and they want to send it to every kid in their grade, we'll give them $50. One of those kids, we'll have all kinds of little. I'm totally kidding.
Right? Send a backpack full of school supplies.
That's actually what we want. We want high school boys to watch the show for sure.
Whoa, there.
Look, Rocky Prop's got to get him somewhere. Rocky Prop's got to get him somewhere, buddy.
A long-lasting audience.
Just because you've gotten DGen banned, it doesn't mean you have to come over here and start getting us on the list, okay?
I thought we were banned, and then I look at the subscriber count, and there's an 8 where the 2 used to be.
Speaking of banned, we got a segment coming up for you guys here in a second called Trade Tribunal, and if you are branded a trade robber in Trade Tribunal, you will be on that list forever. You have to make sure you register your address every time you move so that any neighbors can find out if there's a trade robber in their neighborhood. So you better not be anybody convicted of that because you will not live it down. I promise you that is going to be something that will last forever, just like Sandlot. So, guys, have you checked out the fundraiser lately? You see that we got ourselves another little donation in there, so a couple more tickets are going out to our buddies. I believe we're at 1910 now. Last time I checked, so we're getting up there, guys. We got about a week and a half or 2 left, I think, before we get to the point where we draw that helmet on the 7th. So make sure that you guys get in there and donate. Every $5 gets you another ticket. Donate $20, get 4 more tickets. Now's the time, buddy. Now's the time. We got all you guys hooked up with the tickets based on your contributions to the group here. So all of that's all squared away now. All you can do now is just add extra tickets by giving money to the people that need it. So please, guys, go ahead and donate. I'm going to pop the little guy back up here in the corner for you guys so that you could go ahead and check out our QR code there, scan that bad boy, and donate. It's also the GoFundMe page. We don't have it linked here, unfortunately, because I forgot today on the description, but it is in our last show. So go check out that description. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, because that show was a great one. It really was, man. We had a lot of fun on it. the last few weeks have been awesome. So make sure you guys go check those out if you haven't already. They're a lot of fun. Guys, are you guys ready to start kicking off on this trade tribunal?
Yeah,
man, what do you guys say?
Let's do it.
You want to jump on over to that, guys? So this is our first time rocking out this segment right here, guys, and this is the Trade Tribunal. Chris is in the audience for this one, guys. So first trade, we'll be rotating around for the audience members and the defendant and the prosecutor. We will be switching and swapping and seeing who is going to defend, who is going to prosecute on our Trade Tribunal. That was actually my way of trying to hold the time while I go and find the actual intro clip because it took me a little too long to find it. So here it is, the Trade Tribunal.
Trade Tribunal. Are you a trade robber? Let's see what the judge has to say.
Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
We are here today. I couldn't get it on in time.
He looks like a poodle.
That's right.
Yo, what are you wearing right now?
It looks like another one
Right
of those
before the
furry
show.
outfits that you kind of wear all the time.
This is crazy.
I can't help it. You know me, I gotta be fun and goofy, baby. That's right. We are here for the Trade Tribunal. This courtroom is about ready to commensurate, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready for our first trade in the Trade Tribunal?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Guys. Calm down, guys. Calm down out there. All right? Get ready. Thunderfist versus Bama Dude 7. All right, Scotty. You are going to prosecute. So, who do you think deserves to be considered for trade robbery? Thunderfist got Jahmyr Gibbs, Trey McBride, Keyshawn Boutier. And Dan, Bam Dude 7, got Chase Brown, Travion Henderson, Brian Thomas, Isaiah Likely, a first, second, and 2 seconds actually in 2027, and another first in 2028. Is there anybody here that looks like they deserve to be prosecuted for trade robbing? Scott, what say you?
I mean, to get that kind of a haul for Jahmyr Gibbs and Trey McBride, I mean, you're going to get, I love the 2027 class. You're going to get a first and 2 seconds, Chase Brown and Travion. And I like Isaiah Likely. So, I mean, I think it's a lot to give up. So I'm going to take the, much as I hate to, I always like the best player in the deal, but that's a lot to give up.
No laughing in my courtroom.
I'm going to take the Bama side.
You've taken the Bama side, so you think that Bama deserves to be prosecuted or Thunderfist deserves to be prosecuted? You got to make sure that you pinpoint the right guy, Dan. Come on. I didn't, Scott.
Yeah, what the hell? What did I do?
I think
Hey, you shut your mouth over there, all right? This is my courtroom.
I would prosecute Thunderfist, but I don't think it's all that bad.
That is not the way the prosecution is supposed to go.
Why didn't you come with a little bit of fire?
I mean,
objection. You know what? Chris.
Get rid of Scott. That was terrible.
You need another member of the prosecution to get up here and actually prosecute on this one. Chris, who do you think deserves to be prosecuted for trade robbery?
So 100%. I'm Thunderfist. What are you doing, bro? He just gave up way too much. Chase Brown is also to me a first round running back. He's not Jahmyr Gibbs. He's definitely not Jahmyr Gibbs. But man, you get all those other players. Travion becomes anything here. Brian Thomas comes back. You get a first, 2 seconds, and another first. I mean, that sounds like a reasonable trade for Jahmyr. It's like 2 firsts and 2 seconds. I wouldn't do it, in that scenario, but that sounds good. And McBride, you need him to repeat last year. And you better you just traded all your depth away for the next couple years.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good argument. It's a really strong argument. Dan, you got anything to say about that?
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take this over real quick. This is an even trade, in my opinion. He's given up a lot of draft capital here. He's getting listen, Gibbs and McBride is fantastic in return for this. This is not a trade robbery by any stretch of the imagination.
I need an objection out of you if you're going to speak. Dan, go ahead.
Yeah, what? why do you wait your turn? How about that, buddy? Okay, this is a court. All right.
Hey, don't you guys be messing up my court of law here, all right? Let's get things together here, guys. Calm down. Let's go. Dan, back to you.
Boys, this is not a trade robbery. This is fine. That's it. That's all I have to say. The audience already agrees.
Let me ask objection. Let me ask you this. You wake up tomorrow morning and the trade is Travion, Brian Thomas, and Isaiah Likely for Trey McBride. What do you think of that trade? Travion Henderson, Brian Thomas, and Isaiah Likely for Trey McBride.
Oh, God. I don't love it.
Hey, don't you address the defendant directly?
Oh, sorry.
Dan, what do you think about that question?
I don't love it. I don't love it. Yeah.
Which side do you like? You'd rather keep Trey McBride? Is that what you're saying?
I'd rather keep Trey McBride. Yeah.
Because if you don't, then the trade is basically Gibbs for Brown, 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Like, to me, it's just so much.
I mean, but like you're getting Gibbs and McBride. I just feel like
you probably don't have a lot of depth left on your bench,
you can say that McBride won't be amazing again, but odds are he's going to have another great season,
he's
and then another one after this.
If he's not hurt.
Yeah, 100%. And then another one after that.
Guys, calm down. Respect my courtroom, damn it. Respect my courtroom.
All right. Should be turned around.
Guys, closing arguments. We'll start with you. Prosecution, what do you have to say?
Oh, so in the end, man, if you are Thunderfist and this team you're not winning right now, then you don't know what you're doing. If you're Bama dude on the opposite end, if you're not in rebuild, you probably should have not done this.
All right, that's a pretty strong argument. What do you got to say there, Mr. Defendant? You got anything to say about that?
Not at all. I already won.
Wow, he is so confident in his previous argument. He's not even going to give us a closing argument. Well, you know what, Dan? I'm going to hold you in contempt of court for that. Because you definitely need to defend yourself. Because in my opinion,
it's an even trade.
It's my turn to talk now. You respect my courtroom, son. This is the way that this happened, all right? This man on the left said, hey, come check out my great trade. This guy on the right said, you know what? I think that is an amazing trade. So good that I'm going to steal it from you and trade rob the crap out of you. So I'm sorry, guys. This man is guilty of trade robbery. Bam Dude 7, you are officially guilty of trade robbery. You will make it to the list. You need to submit your address to the court, and we will be keeping track of where you live from now on, making sure every one of your neighbors knows that you are a trade robber, sir, because you got way too much for that haul. Chris, great job, prosecution. So much better than the previous guy. You should definitely be the DA. Dan, I mean, you just let your defendant down, brother. He paid you for nothing. All right. He's going to jail now, all because of you.
Bama Dude 7 is the one that robbed while giving up Jahmyr Gibbs, the consensus #1 overall pick, and Trey McBride, the consensus #1 tight end.
2 first-round picks, 2 more second-round picks, and then the second-round wide receiver, baby, because I still think Brian Thomas has a future in this league in Dynasty. So, yes, my friend, that is a trade robbery. Don't you argue with the judge.
Scott.
The judge
I feel like Scott would be a little bit better at that.
Hey, you know what? Scott doesn't have the wig, so he can't sit here in this chair. This is my chair. This is my courtroom. And I say it goes, this man is convicted of trade robbery. Bailiff, take him out of here.
That's not a trade robbery. That's an amazing trade.
It had to be controversial in the league. I can only imagine what was written in the comments as soon as that trade went through. Just a lot of eyeballs. You know that double eyes that you can put into sleeper? I'm sure it was a lot of that right away.
Real talk, Chris, if you had Chase Brown, Travion, Brian Thomas, and Isaiah Likely, and you sent this trade offer out to somebody and they returned you Gibbs and McBride, you wouldn't be stoked about that.
It's all the picks too, man. That's your whole future. You're betting your whole future on top of, and it's so much depth.
Betting your whole future on a #1 overall pick in the best tight end in the league. What are we talking about?
Goes down this year, even for 6 weeks, man, and this is a big deal. You just have no depth left, most likely, if you did that.
Guys, this has already been decided. The man is convicted. I don't know why we're still arguing about this.
You opened the
damn it, dude, you got a raw deal on that one.
All right, so now, you know what? Scott did such a horrible job at the prosecution side. Let's try to give him a defense opportunity here and see if he can do better as a defense attorney. Maybe that's what his calling is. Maybe he's supposed to be a defense attorney, and that might be the better approach for him. Do you want to go now? Should we have Dan attack Scott again, or should we actually start this one out with Chris? Chris, you did a great job over there.
I'll jump out and he can be the prosecutor. Let's see how he does.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put a caboclo on that one and tell you that is not going to happen. I want Dan on the sidelines because he did such a bad job defending his client last time that he does not deserve to be in on this argument.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so bring Scott up. Yeah,
hey,
definitely. He did better than me last time.
You keep quiet out there. You keep quiet out there in the audience, all right? Don't make me get you removed.
Got my Trump tie on.
Keep an eye on that one. All right. Back to the next one. All right, come on, guys. Settle down. All right, let's see. What do we got over here? The next one on trial. Oh, that's the wrong direction. This one here, baby. Thunderfist, Tucker Kraft, and Alec Pierce. Another Thunderfist. If you get trade robbed again for a second time on my show, I swear we will actually put you on the trade robber list because you're going to be like trade robbed too much. Like, that's just too much. But Tucker Kraft, Alec Pierce, he gave away Javonte Williams, Isaiah Likely, and a 2027 fourth. Mr. Defense, do you think that this is a fair trade?
Yeah, I think it is a fair trade. I mean, I'm giving away Alec Pierce, the $100 million piece of garbage that's probably never going to see the field. And I'm going to get back Isaiah Likely in return for giving up Tucker Kraft, which I think Isaiah Likely is going to be tremendous in the Giants offense. He's going to be run out there like Mark Andrews. And I get a top 12 running back in Javonte Williams and a high-powered offense.
I mean, that's a pretty solid argument there. Prosecution have anything to say about that?
All I'm going to say is this trade is a bunch of injured dudes. Guys that are injured a lot. You got Javonte Williams. He couldn't stay healthy. He was last year. Alec Pierce can't stay healthy. Tucker Kraft coming off major injury. What is a 2027 fourth doing in any trade? I'm sorry. 2027 fourths, you shouldn't even be able to trade them because that doesn't do anything to the value of this trade. I do like Likely, and I do think Pierce is hurt. It's a dynasty, so I'd probably take Tucker Kraft, but I think it's a fair trade. I know I'm supposed to be angry on one side or the other, but I think this is pretty fair. Sorry, man.
All right, Dan. What do you have to say about this trade, Dan? Prosecution.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Thunderfist absolutely is on trial for trade robbery in this.
Oh, my God. What?
See, there we go. So we got an official submission for a trial on trade robbery, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Thunderfist, you are now on trial. So, Scott, you are defending Thunderfist now in this trade. What do you have to say about that?
Why am I defending him? I thought I'm defending him.
You have to defend this. You thought it was a fair trade. I'm here to tell you why it's not. Am I ready to prosecute?
You said it was a fair trade.
No, I didn't. I said I think I definitely want the Javonte side. I'm giving away Alex.
All right, so Scott, what do you have to say about the Javonte side? Well, we just switched lawyers.
What is happening?
Hey, this is my courtroom, all right? I can do what I want in my courtroom. Don't you argue with me in my own courtroom.
This is ridiculous.
Order in the court.
The cabal.
All right, Mr. Prosecution.
What are you prosecuting? I was just prosecuting.
You know what? Fine. How's this? Is that better?
Much better. Way better.
It's a fair trade. All right, now, order in the court, Lena. Order in the court. This is just turning into big debacle. All right, come on, guys. Let's go. Let's get. Hey, who said that? Who said that? You pipe down in the audience out there. All right, let's go with prosecution here first. Prosecution, what do you have to say about this?
I don't want anything. I don't want my face next to Alec Pierce. So get me off this bubble.
Wow.
Hey, you don't get to pick who prosecute, buddy. All right, if we got to pick
prosecute.
Come on. You don't get to pick who committed a crime. Just prosecute the man who committed it.
Sounds like Scott might be a Josh Downs truther.
It's definitely Thunderfist. Thunderfist, I don't know what you're doing.
So you're saying that Thunderfist is the one that's not on trial? You're saying J-Mo's the one on trial for trade robbery?
No, yes.
This is confusing.
What?
Hey, order in the court. All right, order in the court. All right, Chris. You said it was a fair trade. He says that there's trade robbery afoot.
I mean,
how are you going to defend that?
The upside of the guys on the left has been, and teams have committed more to them. Javonte obviously did have some injury history, but now he's going to have a whole backfield to himself. I do like that. I think Kraft and Pierce rank higher for me than Likely and Williams. Likely and Pierce are pretty close with this injury, though. So to me, it's almost like, a 4 and around 9er against like a 6 and a 7,
6
No, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. And I feel like you are letting your client down, just like the last lawyer that was standing in your seat.
Or Thunderfist.
It's just, come on, guys. Can we get some good defense? Can we get a better attorney in here for these guys? I feel like whoever is coming up here on trial is just getting the worst defense ever. It's just like public defenders are doing better than this. Because, what I'm looking at here, ladies and gentlemen, is a pretty decent-ish trade, with the exception of the fact that Tucker Kraft and Javonte Williams are pretty much an equal share. So would you give up Alec Pierce for Isaiah Likely at a 27th fourth? I probably would. I wouldn't hate it either way. So I don't think there's any trade robbery happening here. I think the defense, even though he did a terrible job defending his client, got lucky because this trade actually worked out good for him. So I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. You lose once again. There is no trade robbery here. This case is dismissed.
Wait, the prosecutor won the last time.
Yeah, I would have nailed that prosecution, by the way. Just gonna say that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting kind of tired of this peanut gallery out here, guys. This is a courtroom, all right? You audience members are not supposed to talk in the courtroom.
What time's lunch?
Like an appeal? Can I put in for an appeal?
Yeah, this judge is clearly not a judge. We can all agree on that, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look at this.
We're not in England. We won in 1776, bud. We don't wear those around these parts.
Hey, we do on this show. We do on this show, ladies
the Westminster dog contest or all that thing.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know what.
Oh man,
is there another one? Because now I feel like
more, baby. Oh yeah, there's more. And there's one that you're really gonna want to talk about soon. Dun dun dun. Foreshadowing. Next up. It's our buddy Thunderfist once again, Native Slayer.
Wow.
Thunderfist, yeah.
I think we're all going to agree on this one.
Right?
Sadly.
Kyron Williams, George Kittle, and Terrence Ferguson, and a 27 first and second for straight up Trey McBride.
Are these all in the same league?
Yeah, what is going on?
I do not know.
Oh my God, dude, because when you think about it, that means Thunderfist got Kittle and Kyron after that McBride trade. Wait, he traded McBride twice, so it can't be the same league.
Got to be different leagues.
Oh no,
he obviously does not like Trey McBride. But that's not the point. All right, that's not why we're here right now in this court. Order in the court. Let's stay on track. All right, jeez Louise. All right. So, does anybody want to call out somebody for trade robbery here? I think it's pretty obvious, but I'm going to let one of you guys. Who wants to take the prosecution on this one?
Yeah, Thunderfist definitely. Trade raped.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Scott. So
Jesus.
Dan, where are you at on this?
This is a trade robbery, not the other one. Good Lord.
All right. So he's sitting on the right side of the world now. So he's in the prosecution with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to defend getting McBride here.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah, dude. There's not.
You know what? Order court. Audience members, pipe down. If I have to say that again, I swear I will have you removed by the
bailiff. Judge sucks.
Bailiff. All right. You know what? That's it. Bailiff, get him out of here. Bailiff, get him out of here. All right, thank God. All right, everybody. Now that we've got some good silence in the crowd, let's see if we can move forward with the rest of this, trade trial here. This is about to commence. All right. What's that, Bailiff? He says he's going to shut up? All right. As long as he says he's going to shut. All right. We'll let him back in. Now the bailiff assured me that you're going to pipe down. Are we going to be okay? We going to have any problems here? Huh? We good? Okay. That's what I thought. All right. Let's get back to commensurate trial here. All right. So you can't see any defense for it. He can't see any defense for it. Scott can't see any defense for it. I agree with every single one of these guys out here. I don't see any defense for this trade. You're looking at Kyron Williams and George Kittle and Terrence Ferguson, and then you also get a first and a second for one guy in Trey McBride. Yeah, Trey McBride was considered the best tight end, maybe second best if you like Bowers better, but that is still way too much to pay. So you, my friend, are a victim of trade robbery. Right there. You got a little antsy in your pantsy and went insane and got yourself robbed. So I'm sorry, I don't even know. I feel bad making Thunderfist register as a trade robber because I feel like this might have been more of a gift than a robbery. You know what I'm saying? And then the guy turned around and tried to take him to court after the gift. Like, that's kind of where I'm feeling like, hey, now don't you argue. I told you out there in the audience, you keep quiet. Don't you argue with me. So anyways, yes, that's where I'm at on this one, guys. Thunderfist 15, you need to get a hold of the court and register your address because you, sir, are a trade robber. So that means he's been robbed and robbed in the same one, right?
Yeah.
Wow. You know, just because you got robbed does not mean you need to go out there and commit the same crime to somebody else, brother. That is not how it works. Two wrongs do not make a right in my courtroom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on. We got one more trade here. And this one, Chris is going to be on the sidelines for this one because he's going to have some piping up to do. And if he does pipe up too much, I'm going to send that bailiff right over there and move him right on down the road, just like I did in Double Down Dan a second ago, because my courtroom does not handle or tolerate any kind of interruption from the audience. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the last trade of the day. This is a big one. This is our triathlon trade on trial, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. This trade, the reason Chris is on the sidelines, was one of his trades. Buster Martin got Stephon Diggs, Tyrone, maybe going to get cut Tracy, and $15 and FOB. That's right. I can say it like that because this is my courtroom, and don't you argue with me, Scott. $15 and FOB for a one Tony Pollard. So, Scott, Dan, does either one of you want to defend or prosecute this trade?
I'm going to prosecute Buster Martin there. I think getting Fab, I like getting Fab in any kind of a deal. So, and Stephon Diggs going to Washington, correct? If I'm wrong. He could be in line for WR2 targets. Tyrone Tracy, even though there's been coach speak of him being cut, I don't believe it. And you give away Tony Pollard, who's in a rotational backfield there with not only one other running back, but two running backs in Singleton, who I really like. So I think Buster Martin should be charged for trade robbery. I like getting the Fab too. Also, that's a nice little caveat.
It is a triathlon.
Hey! What did I tell you about piping up to that audience? You keep yourself quiet.
You didn't make it a big enough deal.
It is a
Audience is rude today.
I know, right?
Dan knows what the triathlon is.
Big mouth, really.
Dan, what do you say about that? Are you here to defend Buster
Martin?
I'll
defend it. This is bullshit. My client didn't do anything wrong. Tony Pollard regularly the last 4 seasons, over 1,000 yards for the FOB as the
Thank you,
sir. Mentally handicapped judge said.
That's how you win points with the judge, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. The mentally handicapped judge. Now, when I say the FOB and Tony Pollard, I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a point. I don't know if the judge just wants to keep interrupting, but should I stop? You need a minute?
Hey,
you gotta smack the gavel a little bit.
Hey, you stop arguing with me and just get to your point.
Right. Correct. Okay, so it's really a trade for FOB for this kid. So I think Chris did a good job here. Tony Pollard's a serviceable option. Stephon Diggs is going to be doing pink cocaine on the sidelines all season, and Ty Tracy's going to be a checkout at Walmart by this time next year. So we're good.
Well, a pink cocaine reference in my courtroom always goes a long way. Dan, great job. I think you did a good job there on that defending.
That's how you defend.
Scott, do you have anything to say? You got a rebuttal to that? I'm going to give us one last statements here, closing statements. Be both of you guys here. Prosecution, you going first. What do we have to say here?
I think Tony Pollard's going to be working at Walmart next year.
Wow. Short and sweet closing argument, just like that. Do you have anything to say about that, man? I mean, Tony Pollard at a grocery store, Kurt Warnering it.
Listen, I'd like to give my closing argument since his was so disrespectful to this courtroom and this audience that is before us. Really handsome audience, may I add there. Really nice looking judge that we have. And I'm going to go into my last closing.
Hey, no trumping in my courtroom.
I will never trump in your courtroom, sir. I'm sorry about that, but I would like to recount some numbers for the court. 1,007, 1,005, 1,079, 1,082. Last 4 years of rushing stats for Tony Pollard.
That's great. That's
it.
He's
mic drop. Hey, look, I'm in the middle of a closing argument. I'm sorry. Am I in the middle of a closing argument right now?
1 foot over the cliff.
You just you stepped all over it, and I hit my quota, and then I exceeded quota.
Hey, guys. I'll allow it.
5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns. 9 touchdowns. All right?
Hey, you know what? That's a very convincing argument, Dan. I mean, there have been consistency is the number one thing you're getting out of Tony Pollard. That is for sure. And, you know, the fact that Stephon Diggs signed with them, he's going to be the number 2 receiver on a team that doesn't really have like an immediately high number 1. Terry and him are kind of very similar levels, I would say. Maybe Terry's slightly more, in the tank right now at his age. But other than that, though, man, I think they're both going to be parts of that offense on their own right. And I think Tyrone Tracy is going to get some love in that offense, too. The $15 in FOB, ladies and gentlemen, so you understand this, in my courtroom, when we're talking about a triathlon trade, the $15 in FOB goes a long, long way because there is 4 weeks of guillotine going on in this league. And if you end up with more FOB and you can get those big superstars than the other guys, then that means a lot. So don't look at the FOB like it's a throw-in in this trade. It is not. Not in a triathlon, not in my courtroom. That FOB is not a throw-in. So I am going to go ahead and do what I know everybody thinks should be done. And I'm going to give Chris a pardon and say that there is no trade robbery going on in this trade. This is definitely an even enough trade for me in the triathlon leagues. I think Chris did a great job here. Good job, my friend. You are free to go. Bailiff, undo the handcuffs. Let the man walk free. Go get yourself a hot dog across the street. They're great out there outside the courtroom. You know, downtown always has the best hot dogs. So, guys, great job on the trade triathlon here. I think, trade tribunal. I think that was a pretty good, awesome episode for our beginning of our show here at our trade tribunal. This courtroom is a beautiful courtroom. Thanks to everybody who cleaned it and prepped it for us today. I love how you guys both came dressed to impress and ready to be in my courtroom. Chris, you got a little bit of work to do, but the other guys, they stepped up today with the nice ties right there. So great job, gentlemen. I really appreciate all you guys. And that is the first episode of the Trade Tribunal. And I didn't get to this video in time, so just bear with me while I scroll.
Trade Tribunal. Are you a trade robber? Let's see what the judge has to say.
Your
all
wig
right,
was way
everybody.
better than the other guy's wig. Your wig was way better. That was the greatest wig of all time, dude.
I knew you guys would love that. Just so everybody out there knows, these guys had no idea that wig was coming. That was the whole reason of putting together that 10-second intro, so I could try to sneak that wig on without them realizing it in the middle of the show. So it worked out pretty well. I thought that was a lot of fun. You guys, man, that was a great job. Some of you guys need to work on your defending skills and your prosecuting skills, but otherwise,
I just nailed that.
Man.
What are you talking about? That was the performance of the century.
You did an epic job. I can always count on you, Dan.
Great job, Dan.
I think Sean goes to like thrift stores each week and find something, and he's like, I'm going to integrate this into the show. 1 week it was Dugong Dan. 1 week it was...
I think he wanted to wear a wig, and that's, why he did that.
Meanwhile, he's the one that doesn't need it out of all of us. I think you should wear that wig all the time, Sean.
Seriously.
That would get us a lot of subscribers.
Dude, that thing is hot. I cannot wear that wig very often because it is hot. I'm sitting inside and it's still burning up. It looks hot. And I have headphones underneath it, so it's like...
Dude, you should wear that to, like, the gas station, in the winter, and just, like, make that your hat and just drive into gas stations and pull
That'd be pretty cool. I'm actually on board with this idea.
Yeah, and then you should record it and we could put it on here.
Hey, does the dog want to come on the show? Maybe we just put
the
dog
we can have Red Rocket. Red Rocket Roscoe.
You want to Red Rocket real quick? What do you want to do?
So good. Oh man! All right, guys. So we're going to talk a little bit real quick about the fundraisers. Update you guys on that. Everything is done as far as the leagues are concerned. They are all up and drafting right now, including our top 12, which we turned into our top 14 in order to make sure that nobody got left out who donated $90. So it worked out pretty well. Everybody's happy, and they're all drafting pretty good, man. The quarterbacks are flying off the board in the top 14 league. It's insane. We're like in the 5th round, and guys like Cam Ward and Bryce Young are already off the board. It's insane what happened in that league for that situation. 14-team Superflex. I guess you had to expect it, right?
Yeah, so I took 3 in the first 6 rounds because I was nervous that they were just going to fly off. And in this kind of league, I like having the 3rd. Scott, did you take a 3rd?
He did not. He did not take a 3rd.
No, I didn't take a 3rd because I'm banking on Joe Burrow the every other year, and this is the every other year that he stays healthy. So and then Bo Nix, I'm hoping he's a little more durable. I hope as long as somebody doesn't roll on his ankle again. But I just thought that where the 3rd quarterbacks were going when they were there,
it was early.
I'm not going to draft a 3rd quarterback like Bryce Young or somebody or Fernando Mendoza or somebody else like that early with too much value on the board.
And it's dog getting lucky right now. What is happening?
Dude, all the points you're making are so good, and the dog's just messing it up behind you.
Squeaky McSqueakers.
Dude, what are you doing? I got 2 dogs over here. You haven't heard a peep out of them. What's going on over there?
I know my dog's laying right next to me right now too. And it's the smallest one out of all of them.
Yeah, get that dog outside. What are you doing?
He's an inside dog.
That dog goes everywhere, dude. Like that is like you remember how back in the day you see those old rich guys carrying around chihuahuas? That's basically Scott in Florida, dude. He's strolling around in his Tommy Bahama shirt with his chihuahua under his arm, dude, just kind of kicking it, dude, just rolling down the street. That dog goes everywhere with him. He's a cool dog, man.
Yes, sir. He goes everywhere. Yes. But now I'm totally flustered on my point.
You had a point
about Red Rocket, huh?
A 3rd quarterback. Dude, there's not any 3rd quarterbacks left.
No, there isn't. And yeah, they're just 14 teams. I mean, I went in there and I'm like, you know what, I'll try to get 2 decent ones and see what happens. But yeah, they're flying off the board, and so now all that does is just push some of the wide receiver and running back value down the board.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now too in those lineups. It's just too much now. Like I'll end up with probably 2 quarterbacks that start, have maybe a couple of like those backup potential guys or whatever if I want to. But at this point in time, like there's really no reason to try to push hard for that 3rd quarterback because it's just not worth the value on the board. It's really not.
I'm turning.
I'll draft one, but it's going to be one that's not going to be good.
Yeah, it'll be a guy that's just like he's not a guy you want to ever have to have in your lineup. Right.
Yeah, exactly. But it's best ball, so you never know. You might get a spike week out of him or something. So
yep, absolutely.
Scott, are you trying to make a sentence right now, or are you just squeaking a toy under the table there? What do you think?
I don't know.
That's his stress reliever toy, dude. That's what happens when he's trying to prosecute.
Dude, he's just squeaking around. It sounds like he's speaking a different language right now because he's squeaking after every vowel.
So my wife knows I'm doing a podcast, and what does she do? She brings him home a brand new squeaky toy. So what do you think?
And what is he doing to this squeaky toy? Live on air right now.
Do you really want to know?
Yes, absolutely. Point the camera at the dog.
He ran in the other room. He heard
you. Very erotic.
You scared him away.
Good. He's a bad dog, man. I wasn't going to say it, but he is. He's acting pretty bad right now.
It's great. Oh man, all right. We're gonna stop this, or I'm gonna go off on a tangent here and just start cracking up and not making any sense. Like I barely make sense anyways as is. So but all right guys, we're gonna call that a night tonight. We're gonna do a little shorter show than normal because we got a lot of things going on these couple weeks coming up, and we want to kind of touch base on those real quick before we roll out. D-Gen Fantasy, Sudden Death Fantasy coming up on Sundays. We're gonna have a joint show starting the week before the season on the 30th. I'm sorry, not the 30th, the 6th. I believe. The week before the season is the 6th. So that Sunday there, we're going to do our draft. We're going to kick off our show for Sundays. It's going to be a pregame show, a 2-hour pregame show for you guys, going over all things betting and all things fantasy last minute before games on Sunday morning. So you guys want to make sure you guys tune in for that. You're going to get everything you need out of us, out of the DGen boys. We're all going to be together. It's going to stream on both channels. It'll be a lot of fun. And you know how we do it on the views. They might have more subs, but we have more views. So I know our channel is every single week going to have more views than their channel does for the show that we stream together.
For
and
now.
All of you guys. Right? Yeah, for now. Yeah. Every time I talk myths about you guys, you go and just destroy it, whatever I'm talking about.
We're coming for you, buddy.
Then you'll have 300 views of the show, and we'll be like way in the review here for now. But
we'll both be doing it together. Our shows combined. You have to come by Sundays. You have to watch. Listen, I'm going to give you great bets. You're going to win a ton of money. Absolutely. These boys are going to tell you how to craft your fantasy team each and every week. Are we going to miss? I don't think we're going to miss. Scott, look how locked in Scott is right now. Scott, how locked in are you?
We're locked. We don't make wrong predictions here.
I'm sorry. What's the word wrong? Have you heard that before? I never have. That's so weird. What is that?
We do the
squeak toys.
We do the takes that other podcast players or analysts don't want to give you.
That's
right.
The
truth. They don't give you.
Scott's locked in on his fantasy analyst as his dog is on that squeaky.
Dude, that dog was going to town on that poor thing. Oh my God.
Fantasy analysis. He's literally.
I'm just saying that dog's got quite the stroke there, buddy. Good for you. Good for you.
It's so great, dude. So great. Oh, man, what an awesome time. So you guys are going to love that show, man. You got to join us for that show. The only way to make sure you guys tune in is by subscribing, hitting the notification bell so that you get those notifications. And then being there and ready with us some Sunday mornings. You know, us on the West Coast, it's going to be kind of early for us. But, you know, we always get up early enough to set our lineups and do all those things. And this is going to be the show that helps you get there. So definitely tune in. Make sure you guys keep an eye on everything with us because we'll give you all the up-to-date information. We'll have Chris. We'll have Shadows in the comments, I'm sure, throwing out his 2 cents. And between him and, our Schefter and your Schefter, I think we'll be able to at least keep everybody up to speed.
We got 2 Schefters. Who's got 2 Schefters, dude?
Right? Not even the NFL Network, who has the original Schefter, has 2 of them, right?
Just saying, boys. Just saying. You want to win money or you don't want to win money? You tell me. If you don't want to, that's fine. But if you do, come on. Come hang out Sundays.
Absolutely. It's free. It's free. Who doesn't like free?
Wait a second. We're not making anyone pay for this?
Apparently not.
No. It's free $99.
Boys, we're actually giving away free money? We're giving away free money. Is that what you guys are saying?
Everything's free.
Pretty much.
So they should tell their friends and obviously come and check us out.
I mean, if they want free money.
I kind of want free money. Can I check it out?
You sure can.
Fantastic, boys. I'll be there.
Wow.
I'll be there.
Look at you guys.
We're
literally
do DFS. We'll talk Survivor.
Right, I love it. So great.
Talk it all, baby.
Dude, we're cutting commercials for you right now. Come on, boys.
Right.
Come on.
We got to stay tuned, man. You guys haven't already, check out our boy Billy, Pristine Memorabilia. He's the homie. He's hooking up a lot of great leagues right now. He's finishing out his last few leagues before the season with a couple of awesome jerseys coming up that we've talked about, a couple of helmets coming up, and then the season will be done for that drafting, and he's going into the DFS stuff down the road. So keep an eye out for Billy. He's got a link. If you guys need it, shoot me a DM. I'll hook you up with it. It's going to be a pool on Sleeper, so feel free to just jump right on in. Anyways, guys, Chris, man, thanks a lot for being here. Dan, Scott, dude. Any final words of wisdom for the audience?
Scott's got it.
God, it's always
squeak, 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 squeak. There you go, boys.
All right, I got it for you guys. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. For Scott, Double Down Dan, our buddy Buster Martin, I am Sean saying always remember to wipe till it's white. We are Sudden Death Fantasy Sports, and we are out of here.